Hello everyone, it's Jamal Thomas. Welcome to the Progressive Soapbox. This story falls under the heading of funny, unfortunate, but a certain amount of justice. At least jungle justice. I'm going to call it jungle justice. Let's take a look at this. Zimbabwe DNA test prove hunter was killed by a crocodile. This cat, he's a hunter, Scott Van Zyl. Van Zyl had a company where he would take people out into to Africa and go hunting. So if you wanted to kill elephants or some other kind of animals of the wild, that's essentially what they would do. They didn't kill these animals for food. They killed these animals purely for the sake of sport. Let's continue. DNA tests on the carcass of a crocodile shot in Zimbabwe have confirmed that it contained the remains of a young missing South African hunter, an investigator told the BBC. Scott Van Zyl was killed last week on the banks of the Limpopo River, said Saki Lawrence, director of South African Crime NGO. He said Mr. Van Zyl disappeared during a hunting safari last week. His death is the latest in a series of fatal crocodile attacks. This is so bizarre. He's been eaten by a crocodile. Who gets eaten by a crocodile? Let's keep going. This is, like I said, it's cosmic justice. As a human being, you go out in order to kill other animals. You yourself are an animal, but you consider yourself better than those other animals, and because you have intelligence and awareness and the ability to create guns and weapons and everything else, you consider yourself to be of a higher worth, higher value, higher authority, in which case you can kill with impunity. You understand that you're just another animal, just like those animals. And in the same way that you enjoy certain things, in the same way that you care about your kids, in the same way that you're scared when something is attacking you or you feel threatened, those animals experience those exact same things. They may experience it a little bit differently than you, but they experience those things. So you going out and snuffing out a life, I don't understand the justification that they use to snuff out a life. If it is not okay to just randomly kill human beings, why is it not okay, or why is it okay to kill animals in this way? They're living beings. Not doing it because you need to. You're doing it just for sport. Am I put off by this guy going into the jungle to hunt? And in any scenario, if you're going to be a hunter, you can also be hunted. It seems like it's just fair game at that point. One animal is going after another animal. In this case, he's brought back plenty of trophies. Just in this time. Somebody brought him back. Or at the very least, they ate him. Can I be mad at an animal for eating somebody who is killing other animals? Not so much. Not so much. Not to mention, this is somewhat of a comically ridiculous way to die. His death is the latest in a series of fatal crocodile attacks in Zimbabwe. Mr. Lawrence told the BBC that Mr. Van Zyl had gone on a hunting trip in Zimbabwe-South Africa border with a local tracker and a pack of dogs. Fortunately, the dogs got away. He said that the pair left their vehicles and went in different directions in search of crocodiles. A search and rescue operation was launched after Mr. Van Zyl's dogs returned to the camp without him. Well, good. At least he didn't eat the dogs. The dogs are harm or the dogs are innocent parties in this. The dogs weren't going out there for their health. The dogs were going out there because this guy took them out there. And again, he was hunting crocodiles. If he was hunting crocodiles, are you telling me that it is not fair game that crocodiles can hunt and ultimately eat him? If he was going to kill that crocodile and that crocodile got their hands on him in some way, how can you say the crocodile was bad or wrong in this case? The crocodile was doing exactly what the guy was trying to do to the crocodile. Two animals got into a fight. One animal ended up winning. One animal went out with a gun looking for trouble. The other animal found lunch. He found lunch. I'm not mad at him for finding lunch. The hunter's footprints were traced to a riverbank along a discarded rucksack. He was married, had 2 children, and took foreign clients on hunting trips. The Lawrence said staff from the Heritage Protection Group, an organization which he heads and helps police fight crime in South Africa, and formerly helped the Zimbabwean authorities conduct the search. Permission was given for 3 Nile crocodiles in the area to be shot, and one of them contained Mr. Van Zyl's remains, he said. Subsequent DNA tests have proved the remains to be those of Mr. Van Zyl's. At least 4 attacks by crocodiles have been reported in Zimbabwe this year. One conservation group, meanwhile, has condemned the circumstances of his senseless death. He shouldn't have been hunting in the first place. Animals in the wild are wild. They're living, thinking beings with instincts for survival, a statement by One Green Planet said. Yeah, I'll say it a bit stronger. He was out there looking for trouble and he found it. One hunter went out in order to shoot something, and anytime somebody is going out into the wild to kill something, that person also may end up on the dinner table. Usually, the gun is the overwhelming bulwark, the overwhelming bellwether. This is the thing that makes the determinant factor, meaning this person has a gun and this person is able to shoot something from long distances. Well, he has a massive advantage. He still got to eat. He still got to eat. I'm sorry for his kids. I'm sorry for his wife. But at the end of the day, your husband took on a task in which he was going out to kill other living beings or other living things. Not because he needed to eat in this way. Purely for profit. Purely for profit. So, if he went out to kill a crocodile and he got eaten by a crocodile, is it not fair for the crocodile to have dinner at this point? Since that crocodile was being hunted by the guy with the gun. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have any feelings for him. I mean, I don't know how many animals he's killed for trophies, but ultimately this animal took him for a trophy in this case. Again, feel sorry for his family. I don't like this idea that he's left a wife and the kids, and I'm pretty sure that he might have had good connections, meaning there were people that loved him, people that liked him, people that thought he was a great guy. At the end of the day, though, the guy was killing other animals, killing other life forms. I mean, come on. It's like, am I really going to cry about this? Am I really going to be upset about this? And yes, I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person. I find this to be somewhat comical. This guy goes out to kill crocodiles and get eaten by a crocodile. It sounds ridiculous to say this man was eaten by a crocodile, but yet, here it is. And the oddness of it, or the irony of it, is he went out to kill crocodiles himself. So, between the two, between somebody killing something just for a trophy and somebody killing something for lunch, I gotta be honest, I'm more on the side for somebody killing some for lunch. At the very least, they're eating that thing that they killed. They weren't doing it willy-nilly. They were doing it because they needed sustenance. So, he was sustenance for the crocodile. Alright, I'll leave it at that. I'm slightly joking here. I read the story and I thought to myself, this guy was out there murdering other animals left and right. And one of those animals that he went out to murder just so happened to eat him. I can't be mad at the crocodile. Like the quote said, they're living, thinking beings with instincts for survival. I agree. And look, I'm being a hypocrite here, but I eat meat. I'm a carnivore myself. But I'm not going out for just trophy hunting, just shooting animals for the sake of shooting animals. It's like they don't let you shoot your dog in this way or shoot somebody's cat. Why are you allowed to do this for other places? And I still don't understand the justification for this. Meaning, what's the moral argument? What's the argument itself that people use to say it is okay to murder animals in this way? If we are part of the animal kingdom, which we are, what is our excuse? What is our justification? Hell, even from the standpoint of just eating meat, like meaning pigs and hogs and cows, what is our justification? What is the thing that we as human beings say, give us a right, or give us the moral justification, the moral right to kill another life form? What do we use for that? And not just another life form, kill them on a mass scale for mass consumption. They breathe, they see, they learn, they get scared, they have families, they love their families. Where's our distinction point? The only thing that you can say is intelligence. And if you're going to say, well, we're smarter than them, if that's the only reason, if something else comes to this planet that's smarter than us, would it also give them the justification to eat us? What is our line? What is our moral argument? And if the truth of it is, there is no moral argument for it. We do it just because we like their taste. We do it just because we like their taste. That is a slim reason to do something in this way. And yet, I think that is the reason why we do it. Look, I feel horrible about being a carnivore. I was raised this way, and it is difficult as hell to try to change. There are times where I've been able to cut back on the types of meat and everything else I've eaten. But I'm well aware that I don't necessarily have a moral justification to do this. And that the arguments people use to say why it's okay for them to eat meat is somewhat slippery. Ultimately, you're murdering something that you don't necessarily have to murder, purely because you just like the taste of the thing that you're murdering. And whatever reasoning you come up for it to say it's okay for one animal to murder another animal in this way, I think is extraordinarily biased from the standpoint of, I like the taste of this particular cow. In his case, he's not even eating it. This is purely just for shits and giggles and sport. So, in his pursuit of one alligator, he himself got eaten. I'm going to end it at that. My dog has just walked in. So, if you guys enjoy the content, feel free to share, like, subscribe, and of course, you can always support the Patreon. Thanks, guys. Actually, my wife has put... Come here. This is Pitsu. He's a pit bull Shih Tzu mix. Tell him hi. Tell him hi. He's disinterested. All right, good. My wife has put a sweater on him and the other one. The other one is 70 pounds and there's no way I'm lifting both. Yeah. Alright guys, I end it here. If you guys enjoy the content, feel free to share, like, subscribe, and of course, you can always support the Patreon. Thanks guys.